And welcome back. Well, in January of this year, 7-year-old MJ Nembhard collapsed on the playground at school. He was rushed to Children's Hospital of Wisconsin, where they found that he had a rare condition that deprived parts of the brain from oxygen. No parent ever wants to get a call like that. But we're lucky to have a world-class facility like Children's to provide the highest level of care.
MJ is here with us, we're happy to say, along with his mom and his dad. We have Opal and his father, Michael, who are here with us on the Morning Blend.
I look so cute.
I know, you're dashing. I love what you wore today. So let me just, so you're 8 years old now, right? You're in 3rd grade. Do you remember last year when you were 7 and you collapsed on the playground?
Yes.
Do you remember that day? Can you tell me anything that happened or anything you remember?
My leg felt numb and my arm, and I couldn't feel it. So I was saying, like, where's my arm?
Yeah. Like it fell asleep?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was the first call that you guys got? What was the first that you heard?
So I got the first call, and at the time I was working all the way in Racine. So I was just hysterical. I just dropped him off, and like about an hour or two after that, I'm getting a call like my son is laying in the playground motionless.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it couldn't be real. So I called mom right away. And luckily, she didn't work that day. She was at the house, and we were like 2 minutes away from the school. So she's like, oh my God, and she just rushed right over there.
Were there other times that you had things fallen asleep, like your arm or your leg, or was that the first time you remember that happening?
First time.
That was the first time.
Yeah, there were no symptoms at all.
Yeah.
He's never complained of a headache or anything abnormal. He is an active child. He does taekwondo, he does swimming, and never had any complaints at all. So we got the phone call. I got to school, and they would raise his left hand, and it would just fall, lifeless. I asked him to smile. He would just smile on one side. You know, just the symptoms of somebody that had a stroke.
Right.
The entire left side just went dead. So great response team. The fire team came by, and they took him, they asked Children's, and I said yes. So we took him to Children's. This was about one-ish. And they decided they're going to observe to see exactly what was going on, because they weren't sure what was going on, what was causing
Was he awake at this time?
He was alert, but he was losing consciousness.
Okay.
That's when we know that the brain was getting, you know. So the doctor said, we'll watch him and see if he's going to get worse. And they met, and they said they couldn't wait any longer. By 4:30, they were whisking him up to the emergency room. They had to have emergency surgery done to remove. What they found was that there was fluid that was blood that was, he had a vessel. What it is was an AVM. It's a malformation of the vein and the arteries put together, and it ruptured. So that caused the bleeding. So
In the brain?
In the brain. So it started clotting and causing the pressure to go up on the right side of the brain, which controls the left side of the brain. So that's where the whole thing started happening. So when they went to the emergency room, what the doctor explained what he did was he pulled the fluid, the blood that was there, and that, you know,
Causing the pressure.
Yeah.
in the brain, right?
Because it really created this rare disorder where it deprived part of the brain then of that oxygen, causing that whole side of his body to go limp.
Right. Yeah.
yes.
So the acronym for it is AVM. It's a very small, it's a rare condition. What I was reading is that it occurs in less than 1% of the population, which is incredible, and estimated that only 200 to 500 people may even have this. So this isn't something that you would ever think of could happen. How is he doing now? Because he had multiple surgeries on his brain, right?
He had the very first one on 25th, and then August 8th, he had another one. What they did was they removed the AVM itself that was causing the issue, because they said it had potential to grow again, and possibly as he would get older and possibly, you know, rupture again. So they wanted to remove the whole thing altogether. But with a lot of work with Children's, the team, all the doctors, therapy and everything, he is way beyond, you know, recovery. I mean, at this point,
That's amazing.
He's doing awesome.
It's a good thing you have such good hair.
Yeah. How do you feel? You feel good?
Yeah.
Yes.
You should have seen him after his first surgery.
Yeah.
We thought he was going to be like deformed, you know.
Because your head was all.
His
Right,
head
was
was,
swollen,
yeah.
and
It
then
always goes back.
Do you have some cool scars?
It always goes back, he said.
Big scar.
Do you have some really cool scars?
and Dr. Kaufman gave him a real good haircut.
Yeah, I bet they had to probably shave your head. But like I said, it's a good thing you have great hair, and we're glad to know that you're doing so well. And I know the people at Children's Hospital took absolutely wonderful care of you, and the experts there to be able to do brain surgery is pretty incredible. And that's the place to be when something happens. And so right now it's an important time to remember that kids deserve the absolute best, and they get the best at Children's Hospital of Wisconsin. They welcome your donations there so that they can support other families and kids going through similar things. The way that you can donate today is by going to this website. It's chw.org/WTMJ. Again, please make donations just in time for the holidays for all the kids and the families they serve there.
High five, buddy.
Great to see
We
you.
love your bow tie.
Yeah, you look good.
Lots of toys and stuff because they, they really take care of those
yeah.
kids. Lots of toys.
Excellent.
They're just wonderful.
Every time we pass there, they say that's where the angels live.
Oh, that's cute. That's where the angels live.
Love that.
Great to see you.
Thanks,
Thank
you guys.
so much.
Happy holidays.
Appreciate it.
Same to you.